while, but I guess the Dodge is next up on the project list. I'll try to input a clip in here of the ball joint having some slack in it. So, found that. Figured I really don't want to lose the ball joint, especially the boys in the truck, so. Pulled these up from Summit. These are the lower ball joints. Supposed to be pretty hefty. They feel pretty beefy, so hopefully they'll be good. And then these are the uppers. I mean, I got the lowers out. Might as well go ahead and change the uppers out, let things apart. I would like to rebuild the diff or the stub shafts and stuff, but I'm not dropping like $500 on that crap right now. So I'll get this right here done, and that'll be a little bit better. Pull the wheels off. We got a jack stand on both sides. Just realized this side's a little bit lower, so I'm going to jack this out a little more and adjust that jack stand because it's really hard to get a socket and everything in front of there. So we'll adjust that real quick. And I guess I'll pull the brake calipers off. And then I'll go ahead and pull the rotors off and crap. Yep. That disassembled, got the lower ball joint out. With a new ball joint, way longer right here. That's not gonna work. You know what I mean? It's that clip right there is kind of what holds it in. So maybe the difference there is right there. I think it's a control arm difference, I guess. Not really sure. This piece of junk will stay up, but I think it'll stick up at least a 1/4 inch higher. So I guess that's not going to work, so I just have to send those back and order some new ones. So that's great. But the truck's on mobile till I get those new ones, I guess. Once I figure out what the heck it's supposed to be, I guess I need to measure this and figure out what that is compared to that, and then figure out which ball joint fits. Because Summit said this right here would fit, which I'm not sure if these are aftermarket control arms or something maybe. I don't know much about Dodges, honestly. Besides, I won't buy another one. That's the only thing I know about them. Got these top ball joints. I wonder if they'll fit or not. Who knows? Guess I'll go ahead and press the top ball joint out, and then see if those work. Maybe I can get a little bit of progress made. Guess we'll see. I got the rear control arm off both sides now. All that stuff's out. Thought I had some slack in the bushing, but apparently this bolt right here got a shiny spot right there. So it's been loose inside there and moving or wearing somehow, but I'll replace that bolt too. But there's gonna be a snowstorm or something this week, so hopefully I get this thing back together before it snows or anything. So these bolts right here, this right here is a capture nut, which just spins and hits the frame. This side right here, that's 18mm. That's what I used on there for both sides on the top. Yep. So I'd eventually like to replace those stub shafts right there. So Dodge's awesome design. This slides over here. That slides in there. So dirt gets in there, eats those splines up and those splines up on that. So you're gonna take that whole thing apart right there pretty much and replace those, which probably sucks, I'd imagine. I'll eventually do that, but not right now. Alright, so I got those ball joints, their own ball joints, boxed back up. Ordered another set of moves. They weren't the right ones either. Went to O'Reilly's, looked around, or talked to the parts guy. And apparently these arms, I guess are two-wheel drive arms. The two-wheel drive ball joint is the same size right here. So I had to pay the old O'Reilly's tax, and instead of paying $4 a ball joint, I paid $70 a ball joint, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is, I guess. It's convenience. But so I finally got these ball joints, should be the right ones, hopefully. Got these new upper control arms for both sides of there, so that'll be a little better. So I guess I am going to start reassembling this here pretty shortly. I finally got that lower ball joint in there. I guess I'm gonna move over here to the upper arms. Hopefully they go in a little easier. Surely they will. So I'm gonna toss this in real quick and hop to the other side, I guess. Both these bolts right here, I think I said earlier, but these are 18 millimeters. I just got them kind of snugged up right now, so there's plenty of easy to move around. And I'll finish tightening it back up whenever I get all the weight on the truck. There's that side right there. I guess I can put some, grease in this bottom ball joint and then toss the spindle back on, I guess. Axle and the spindle. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Look at it and make sure we're good. Alright, I guess I'm going to try to wrestle this spindle up on here. After slide this axle on. Yep. That actually is in a bind, but we are not replacing that right now. I do not have any other pieces for that right now. So slide that on there. I believe she's in there all the way. Seems to be. Alright, we got obviously grease in there that's coming out of there. Got grease in this bottom one too, so I can pick this up. Slide that axle through. And I'll slide the bottom one in and I'll get it started. Get that nut started on there. That should hold it in place. So I went ahead and roll these. Don't have a whole lot of noise or anything. There's no play in them. I checked the play in them. That's when I found the play in these ball joints. So they're still good for now. Slide this through. Trying to put that washer on, but at least it'll hold it in place for now. Alright, clean the threads off real good. I'll put the never sees on there. Hammer that down. Jack this up. Get that nut started. this side right here, I'll put back together. I still have to torque these bolts right here for the upper control arm. I'm gonna wait till I get the other side done and set it down on the ground, run it back and forth a couple times, get it all settled out. Guess I'm gonna jump on this side, put that dadgum ball joint in, and hopefully this side will go a little smoother. I know the combo now is to take the boot off before you try to mess with anything, so I put it right there and press it in without messing the boot up. So let's get to it. Alright, on the time lapse, but that went way smoother right there. So none of these pieces would fit quite right on there. It came with a kit, so I used the old race that he had off of, I think it came out of this truck, honestly, the rear end. But use this, it fits just right inside of there. I'll put this on there, like that, stack it up on there. Pressed up in there just fine, got the clip in, so way faster than last time. Keep on mowing through it. Put this boot back on. Hopefully it goes on pretty smooth, and then put the control arm on the top. Like the other side. Hopefully no big deal. I got this side back together. I had to quit the time lapse so I could look at the torque specs on my phone, but got that put together. I got to torque the upper control arms, and should be done. Before I forget, this is what size I used. Put that boot back on that ball joint, the 1 7/8. It's a 3/4 inch drive. My grandpa gave me a set of them a couple years ago. I don't use them very often, but they sure do come in handy when I do need them. Yep, that's about it for this one.